I did it last time.
No, when you started, I realized you didn't do it, and I didn't know
Oh yeah,
if
yeah,
we should
yeah.
have. Okay,
Okay.
okay. Hello, Christina. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm okay. I want to thank you for coming back. So what I would like to do to start is I would like to summarize a little bit of our last session, just so that I can get a clear understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, Christina. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. I want to thank you for coming back for a third session. Um, so, what I would like to do to start is I would like to kind of just summarize what we discussed overall last in the second session,
Okay.
just so that I can get a clear understanding. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, in the last session, when you came back, we spoke about what your reasoning for coming back, and you expressed to me that you came back because you noticed that you were lashing out at your close friends and your family members.
Mm-hmm.
And you were lashing out at them due to all of the traumatic stress. And expressed that you came back because you were lashing out at your friends and family,
Mm-hmm.
and you were lashing out at them due to all of the traumatic stress that your ex-boyfriend had put you through,
Mm-hmm.
the verbal and mental and emotional abuse
Mm-hmm.
that you were subjected to when you were in the 3-year relationship
Right.
with him,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Right.
Okay, so what I wanted you to sort of do is I wanted you to kind of like list a few of your most crucial problems that you are having currently, right now,
Mm-hmm.
that you are currently having.
Um, I guess I'm struggling with like a couple of things. So,
Okay.
for one, I'm struggling with my anger still because I simply cannot really get over what has really transpired from my previous relationship, and it's just,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I guess it's manifesting in a way that's unhealthy. So my anger is one of the things.
Okay.
Um, the I guess the other issue would be I feel very isolated. I feel very alone because,
Okay.
I have really disconnected myself from my friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to talk to them, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, I kind of do,
Okay.
because I do miss our friendship,
Okay.
and they too have sort of gained this sort of fear for being around me. They feel like they're
Mm-hmm.
walking on eggshells, and so they too sort of distance themselves from me,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm feeling very lonely right now.
Okay.
And then the other part of it would be my self esteem. My self esteem has been really low ever since my relationship with my ex boyfriend.
Okay.
As you know, like he was very verbally abusive,
Mm-hmm.
mentally abusive, and he always put me down and shamed me about my looks, my body, my everything. So
Right.
my self esteem is pretty low right now.
Okay. So, you stated that you your three main issues that you're
Mm-hmm.
having is your friendships. Your friends feel like they have to be easy with what they say around you because you might get angry.
Mm-hmm.
Your self-esteem because you were criticized about any and everything when it came to your boyfriend, and you feeling isolated because of you lashing out, and you feeling alone because you've kind of like lost those friendships.
Right.
Okay. So, what I would like for you to do is, if you could choose one of
Mm-hmm.
out of those three problems to really focus on building on, which one do you feel like stands out to you the most?
Well, I would say probably the isolation, because I would really like to build on my friendships,
Mm-hmm.
mostly. Yeah, I would like to get my friendships back.
problem was solved, what would that look like for you?
Well, I would be probably going back to my regular routines with my friends, which was normally talking on the phone, being in group chats. We would go out every other weekend to a bar or a club. And as grown as we are, we actually have sleepovers. So that would be, those would be the things that would definitely sort of take place again for me.
Okay. So you basically said that your life basically seemed like it would be back to normal. You would be hanging out with your friends. You would be having slumber parties. You would be communicating, shopping, just having overall fun with your friends, and the relationship would be a positive relationship between you and your friends. Right?
Yeah.
So, what would you be doing then that you're not currently doing now?
Well, for starters, I would probably be the one initiating the conversation.
Okay.
To sort of reach out. Because as I said already, my friends are already distant from me, so maybe I would pick up the phone and give them a call.
Okay.
Maybe I would be the one to sort of initiate a hangout session, or like we can go out to drink and stuff. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And in the midst of trying to do all of that, what do you think you would be thinking or feeling at that moment?
I would be pretty anxious,
Okay.
but at the same time, I would be really, I guess, excited and happy that I am taking the step towards making those connections again. That way I can get back to a space where I feel closeness with my previous friendships.
Okay. I heard you mention that you said you would feel anxious, right? Could you elaborate a little bit more on that for me? Why do you think you would feel anxious?
Well, I would feel anxious because I just am nervous. I'm nervous that they will reject me. I'm nervous that they will maybe just see me as this angry person who doesn't deserve a second chance.
Okay.
And I'm just anxious that they'll judge me for the ways that I've been and the ways that I've been acting. And in a big sense, it's justified because I have been this angry person, and I still feel on some level I don't really deserve their connection. I don't deserve their friendship for the ways that I've been acting.
Okay. You would like to reconnect with your friends and family members. You would like to develop a better, more healthy, more positive relationship with them because you currently, you don't like where the friendship is right now. But to a certain extent, you are feeling somewhat anxious because you are afraid that they may not necessarily want to connect with you after, all the times that you've lashed out at them, for, to them, no apparent reason. So you're feeling like you want to have a better relationship with them, but at the same time, you feeling a bit apprehensive.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just afraid of taking that step and sort of being pushed back.
Okay. But I definitely think that your thought process is on the right track. So what I want you to do is I want you to restate the goals that you want.
Well, I want to reconnect with my friends.
Okay.
Yeah. and
Okay.
I want to build on our relationship again, back to the way it was before.
Okay. So you would like to reconnect with your friends and you want to rebuild your old or start a new friendship and basically get back to the way things were when you guys were having fun, when you guys were hanging out, when you guys were having summer parties and sleeping over, and just doing fun girly things that you normally used to do.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay. Okay. So I want us to discuss how we could actually try to make this happen.
Okay.
Okay. So okay, now what I would like to do is I would just like to ask you some questions, just to kind of see where your thoughts are and how you're feeling. Okay?
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you want in your life that you're not getting right now?
I really just want to get to a place of being able to manage my anger, and I want to gain some confidence
Okay.
as far as my self-image is concerned, and I want to again reconnect and make those relationships with my friends and my family that I once had. Yeah.
Okay. What do you want from your friendship that you're not currently getting?
Well, my friendship is non-existent at this point.
Okay.
So I would really just like for my friends, I would like for my friends to be the ones to reach out, but I have no control over that. But I would like my friends to just be in communication with me and be, I guess for them to sort of initiate the contact.
Okay.
And, accept me back with open arms.
Okay. So it sounds like you want to have back your friendships. It sounds like you want them to accept you with open arms without any judgment. And it sounds like you just want to be in a better space mentally and emotionally about how you physically look. Yeah? Okay.
Right.
What do you think you would do if you were living how you wanted to live?
I would definitely be in contact with my friends, and I would definitely be, I would be a fun, outgoing, confident woman who is not ashamed of her body, who doesn't hide behind, a facade, and is just herself.
Okay.
And then I would also be this type of person who, gets angry sometimes, but knows how to manage it.
Okay.
And to a point where it doesn't really affect her or the people around her.
Right.
So it would be in a much more happier space.
Okay. So, what do you think is stopping you from attaining those wants in your life?
What's stopping me, I would say, is my lack of confidence. And as far as the connections with my friends, what's stopping me is my own self. I guess I'm not the one who's reaching out, even though I kind of want them to do it.
Okay.
And then as far as my anger, I guess I don't have really a good sense of anger management, and maybe even going to anger management might be something that I should possibly look into.
Okay. So it sounds like you are possibly wanting to explore maybe counseling for anger management, because this is something that you definitely want to get a hold on, because I'm guessing you don't want a repeat of what's currently happening now with, you know, your friendships kind of being dissolved due to you lashing out at them.
Yeah.
And you want to be able to reach out to your friends without being judged, but you also wouldn't mind if they, you know, sort of reached out to you too, and you know, checked up on you and saw how you were doing.
Yeah.
And maybe kind of understood or understand the position that you're in.
Right.
You know? Okay. Do you think that your anger is something that you can control?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Elaborate a little bit more on that for me.
Well, I just think that when I become angry, like it's just, how do you control anger? Like there's just no way. Like it's just, it just overtakes my entire mental state, my body, my everything. So it's kind of like there's no way of me calming down. There's no way that I can stop it in its tracks.
Okay. So you basically feel like the amount of anger that you have within yourself is out of your control.
Right.
So you feel like that's something that you professionally need to seek help with.
Yeah, possibly. I think that would be, I guess, since I can't do it on my own and I don't know how to. So it might be something that I need to seek professional help with.
Okay. What are you currently doing now as far as your anger? What are you doing now?
What am I doing now?
Yes. Like when you see yourself getting angry, you see yourself get upset. What are you doing for it? Are you trying to minimize how you react, how angry you get, or are you not doing anything at all? Are you just allowing yourself to just lash out?
Well, I guess I would say that I am just sort of allowing it to sort of. So I guess that there's always a build up to anger, and so I sort of let it build up to the point where I just lash out, and I am sort of conscious while I am lashing out. I'm conscious when I'm angry and I'm being mean to people.
Okay.
But I don't stop it.
Okay.
I don't stop myself.
So you don't stop yourself when you are being mean and angry to other people. When is the last time you found yourself really upset?
I would say I found myself really upset yesterday, because I was texting a guy and I texted him and I said, "Good morning, how are you?" And then he asked me if I'm okay. And then I said, "Yeah, I'm fine. Why?" He said, "Because you seem like you don't want to talk." So I just became really angry and upset.
Okay.
And I just cursed him out and I stopped talking to him, and I also broke my phone.
So it sounds like you were feeling agitated at the fact that you were texting a male friend of yours, and he was, I guess, able to sense that you were upset or not feeling like yourself. And you became upset and you broke your phone and you said some not nice words to him.
Yeah.
And that ended that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in the future?
Honestly, I see myself being a bitter, old, angry woman who is single and isolated and has low self-esteem.
Okay.